Hello, and welcome to my Advanced Malware Forensics final project. For this, I created a rootkit for FreeBSD that hides a process, and then I extended the functionality of the malware forensics tool Volatility in order to try and detect that there is a rootkit running on the machine. So first, I will show you the rootkit working and demonstrate that it does indeed work. Right now I have two terminals open, both on the same machine, and you'll see why in a second. So right now there is no malicious rootkit installed. So if I were to run this malicious process and then use PS to try and detect that process, we can see, well, first of all, my grep process, but also that there is a malicious process running. I named it malicious for testing purposes only so that it's easy to find. All right, so if we stop that and we grep malicious, we don't see anything. Okay, so now let's install the rootkit. I've already compiled it, so it's very easy now to load it. KLD load, and then I give it the absolute path to the rootkit, and now it's installed. So if I do the same thing now, I run the malicious process, and then I grep for malicious, we can only see now the grep process. We do not see the actual malicious process running. So that tells me that this rootkit is working. So that's the first part of this. The next part now is trying to detect that. So this is a VMware VM, FreeBSD. I went to VM and I snapshotted the VM so that I could capture its memory. So I don't need this anymore. I can go to my regular terminal. And let me just change the window up here a little bit so that you can see it a little clearly. I don't want it to be cut off by my video feed. Okay. So now I am in the volatility directory. I have already put the memory dump on this machine. So it's very simple now to, if I go back, here it is. So Python 2 volatility.py tacf, and we give it the memory dump that we want. In this case, I want it to be the rootkit one. I have a good one just to prove that they are different, and it does work. The profile, which I had to create on my own, and that's what tells Volatility like where exactly to look for certain things. And then FreeBSD PS list is the module that we want, specific for FreeBSD. So this does run. Unfortunately, malicious is not found. If I grep for malicious, it doesn't show up, which to me tells me that my rootkit is working maybe a little too well. But one thing that we can do is we can look at the kernel modules installed, and that is a pretty good sign of that something is suspicious. So we do lsmod. We can see the last one here is rootkit.co. Co is just the file extension for kernel module. And we can also see that the path in which that kernel module lives is outside the kernel directory, which is not the case for any of the other ones. There's a lot. which is, again, suspicious. So we know that there is something wrong here. I told you earlier that I have a memory dump of when it was good, so I will just show you the same thing. And actually, this KLD, this is a little bit less output, but we can see that there's no rootkit found in this one, in the good image, but we can find it in the rootkit image. So that is it. That's my project. Thanks for watching.